Ethereal TV with your host Doc Blake, bringing to you the fifth episode of the last piece to the puzzle. My motto is gold, silver, and cryptos equals freedom. Why? Because the labor it takes to mine it, because the value that it holds in our society. Well, gold and silver are very good conductors of electricity, and silver is very sterile. Also, it's scarce. Other metals that can conduct electricity, but not as good, and they also aren't as scarce as these metals, which is the real value of money. So people really need to learn what money is. But anyway, let's get into the price action. Bitcoin is currently at $7,696.67. Litecoin is currently at $43.65. Gold is at $1,725.15, and silver is at $15.32 at the time of recording. Cryptos like Bitcoin is really trying hard to bust through that 7.7 level as we see. It's a crucial level for Bitcoin, has been for a while, as well as silver is maintaining its steady course of going up ever since it was completely stomped down as much as it could possibly be. And then you saw the premium skyrocket because I know I was a couple months ago, I was paying 30 cents 40 cents premiums on silver, and now all of a sudden it's $3 $4 per ounce of silver, the premium that you have to pay on it. And they want like $100 $200 for gold premium. And yeah, and I'm not even in that market for real. I mean, a little bit, but hey, that's the price action for today. Man, we got some very, very entertaining news today, in my opinion. Some pieces to the puzzle that I feel are really what's being implemented in our world right now. I'm not really a side chooser. I'm a neutral person. I just like to know what's going on. I love to know the truth. And if that's people's agenda, what we're going to get into, then they should come out and reveal the true agenda for people and let people decide what they want to do. So, with that being said, why is the episode called Binary Algorithmic Selection? Because I feel that there is a binary algorithms being used to select the participants in the new system, or those that choose to participate in the new system. But the system will guide you and base you off of a social credit score and guide you into the things that it wants to do. It's almost like we're living a real life of Sims. And people are just picking and choosing what people should be doing with their life and how they should be playing it out. And people, and then they're just watching us on video, as we live our lives and play them out in the daily routine where we go to jobs and all types of things like that. So that's why it's called binary algorithmic selection. Yeah, and let's get into some of these potential companies that I feel might be using these algorithms, that they use to censor or people and things like that. So, 2020 ID. Who has heard of that one? I'm sure a lot of people have. But identity data is outside of individual control. This is straight off the website. We need to get digital ID right. For the 1 in 7 people globally who lacks a means to prove their identity, digital ID offers access to vital social services and enables them to exercise their rights as citizens and voters and participate in the modern economy. But doing digital ID right means protecting civil liberties and putting control over personal data back where it belongs, in the hands of the individuals. Hmm. But technology is evolving at a blinding pace, and many of the transactions that require identification are today being conducted digitally. From e passports to digital wallets, online banking to social media accounts, these new forms of digital ID allow us to travel, conduct business, access financial and health records, stay connected, and much more. Access financial and health records. So with this new digital ID, and wait till we get into the companies that are masterminding this digital ID, this 2020 ID, which it was called 2020 ID before the year 2020, which is really interesting. But you're talking about health records. Now, binary algorithmic selection. Let's say the thing I was talking about in the last video, the self-driving, breathalyzing sanitation car vehicle, uh, it will be tied to a blockchain. And what is that blockchain? Well, we see here general partners Hyperledger is one of the general partners of ID 2020. And if you listen to the other video the other day, Hyperledger was one of the blockchains that was going to be doing business with the BSN, the blockchain based service network coming right out of China. So isn't that what a coincidence there? You know, I'll let you guys connect the pieces to the puzzle. Uh, and let's get into some more stuff about the founding partners of 20 or ID 2020. Let's see who we have here. We have Venture, Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, the Rockefeller Foundation, Microsoft, and IDEO.org. These are the founding partners of ID 2020. Man, look at some of these players involved. Rockefeller Foundation, Microsoft, Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, huh? That's not a little crazy to y'all, man. Tying it with these self-driving vehicles that have all this technology. Speaking about self-driving vehicles, I just found out that VW Volkswagen is putting out a new vehicle in 2020. The summer of 2020, it's supposed to be released in Europe, called the VW ID3. So going along with this 2020 ID, there just so happens to be like these smart cars now that have all this technology available to potentially tie to the Hyperledger blockchain, the BSN blockchain, and to your 2020 ID. So what type of new technology will they be using to link all this stuff, man? That's the real question. You know what I mean? Who's going to like, and then it's all broken down into all these different companies. So you can't just see one, but I guarantee that there's one agenda behind this. You know what I mean? If you can try to put the big pieces of the puzzle together, you might see it. And why I'm calling this binary algorithmic selection. I mean, this is they worship these algorithms. They worship these computers. They're like their God, and they feel like they have found the proper encoding krypton blockchain based encoding, and blockchain and crypto was the last key to the puzzle for the artificial intelligence network, the umbrella corps, to say, it's some real Terminator shit, man. I hope y'all paying attention. And now listen to this. This next article is really going to blow your mind because Microsoft filed a patent, right? Here we go. Microsoft patent describes tracking brain activity to mine cryptocurrency. What? All right, we got read. I know y'all want me to read a little bit of that. All right. The application entitled Cryptocurrency System Using Body Activity Data. That is the patent, I guess, that Microsoft is trying to get passed. Explains how a brainwave or body heat emitted from the user when the user performs the task provided by an information service provider, such as viewing an advertisement or using certain internet services, can be used in the mining process, mining cryptocurrency. By tracking brainwaves when someone watches an advert, Microsoft hopes to use as an advertisement, Microsoft hopes to use the data generated as a proof of work. This is the validation of a transaction or the completion of a task in a blockchain system, and the way in which creation of currency is validated in a cryptocurrency model. Jeez, man. What? So they're talking about using actual brainwaves to mine cryptocurrency. It's going to be like reading your brainwaves and how you're reacting. It's going to be improving the computations. Listen, instead of massive computation work required by some conventional cryptocurrency systems, data generated based on the body activity of the user can be proof of work, and therefore a user can solve the computational difficult problem unconsciously. The patent continues. In order to access this validation data, the human user would need to have a sensor attached to or installed in their body. Microsoft envisages users being rewarded for allowing their bodies to be monitored in this way by paying them in cryptocurrencies for performing specific tasks. Wow. Wow, people. Are you listening to this? So they're basically going to be using brain waves to mine cryptocurrency with some type of census. Or everybody, I don't think that, like I said, the ID is first, but this is what's next, and people will choose this. This is why, like, when they can't just force things on to people, man. People are going to willingly want this. That's what I say. I'm not really a one that chooses sides. See, all this decentralized stuff came about to actually free the people. You know what I'm saying? But people aren't going to take the time out to learn it. They're not going to take the time out to know how to use it. They're not going to actually know how to free themselves of the system. The system is going to helicopter drop all types of currencies, all types. Every country's probably going to give everybody their fiat currency. They want people to participate. That's what I mean. Listen to what they're saying. By your thought waves, you're generating heat, and you're actually working. You know what I'm saying? So you're working by watching advertisements, whether you know it or not, but they know it, and they know that they can use that heat being emitted to track you even more, track your activity, track how you're responding to the advertisements, see what you like, see what you don't like, and use all that to mine this cryptocurrency, man. That is really insane, people. So binary a logarithmic selection. They're using these algorithms to select the participants they want to have in their system. And these are all little pieces to the puzzle. The BSN, ID 2020, and the ID cars with Volkswagen and Tesla, all these smart cars. And then you have, you know, this a new form of technology where they're going to actually put something on you or in you that can track your brain waves. That is insane. But that's all I'm gonna give y'all for today. This is episode 5 of the last piece of the puzzle with your boy Dot Blake on Ethereal TV. Peace.